What's going on, everybody? Today's video will be sponsored by... No sponsorships in today's video, although I do enjoy a Bang energy drink from time to time. Folks, if you don't already know, I am top 10 Pokemon, and I would like to start this video out by saying I am sorry. This channel is called Top 10 Pokemon, and I have only put out one top 10 video in the entire month of January. So I'll be doing a new segment where I will be reviewing the top 10 most expensive cards in each of the WotC Pokemon card sets. And today we are starting with Jungle Set. Why not start with Base Set, you ask? Well, Base Set's a little more complicated with all the variations and print runs. So we're going to start with Jungle Set today, and we'll save the complicated Base Set for last. Before I get started, please give this video a like, and please be a subscriber if you are not already, and please use my eBay link below if you do any shopping. It would give TTP a small kickback and would help the channel out tremendously, so thank you in advance for doing that. So let's do a little background information before we jump into the top 10 most expensive cards from this set. The English Jungle Pokemon TCG was released in 1999 and boasts a grand total of only 64 cards. So it was a relatively small set for the time, considering Base Set had over 100 cards and the Gym series had over like 130 cards. The Jungle and Fossil sets were quite small.
So smooth.
And the debate still rages on of which set people like better, Jungle or Fossil. I was always a Fossil boy at heart. I just loved legendary birds. I love the Kangar, Dragonites, but I can also understand why people love Jungle so much. You got the fantastic evolutions, the Jungle Pikachu, a bunch of fantastic holos, so I do understand that, but I've always been more keen on the Fossil set. Now let's start off by reviewing some of the booster box prices. We had a recent unlimited Jungle booster box sale of about $5,100, and the first edition Jungle booster box just sold recently in auction for about $11,200. So will this list only be comprised of first edition cards? Will we see some no symbol holos on this list? Will we see some unlimited cards? Let's take a look. Kicking off this list, we have the number 10 most expensive card from Jungle Set. At least it's the 10th most expensive sale that I could find, and it is the Flareon No Symbol holographic card in PSA 10, which has recently sold in auction for $1,212. I've always felt that Flareon has been the least valuable in the Jungle Set Evolution lineup, but it's still an amazing card and the number 10 most expensive at this time. Coming in at number 9 is actually quite surprising. It is the first edition holographic Victory Bell that had a recent sale in auction for $1,250 as a PSA 10. Victory Bell, not the most popular Pokemon of all time, so I was quite surprised to see this card hitting the number 9 spot on our list. Coming in at number 8 most expensive on our list is this first edition holo Wigglytuff that in PSA 10 was recently listed for $1,650 but had a best offer accepted price of $1,535. The colorless type Pokemon are notorious for being difficult to grade because they are usually quite easy to scratch. This here Wigglytuff first edition holo is the number 8 most expensive. Coming in at number 7 is my favorite of the first 3 evolutions, and that is the first edition Jolteon holographic that scored the PSA 10 and sold for $1,826. I've always loved seeing these old school Pokemon in more of a battle stance art, you know what I mean? And I do believe Gem Mint Pokemon is quite fond of this card as well, and this is the number 7 most expensive Jungle card in recent times. The number 6 most expensive Pokemon is yet another colorless Pokemon in this first edition Clefable holographic that in PSA 10 has sold for a whopping $1,994. This card right here had the very first pre-release stamp in the WotC era. I do believe there are 1 or maybe even 0 PSA 10s of that card, but this one right here has sold for nearly $2,000. The number 5 most expensive Pokemon card from Jungle Set is this No Symbol Snorlax holographic that in PSA 10 has scored the price of $2,550. I'm telling you folks, the colorless Pokemon are so tough to grade, and this will not be the only Snorlax we see on the list. And speaking of colorless Pokemon, here is the number 4 most expensive card from Jungle Set, and that is this first edition Kangaskhan holo that in PSA 10 has sold in auction for $2,623. One of, if not the lowest pop first edition holo in this set, is the number 4 most expensive. Getting down to the final 3 cards, we have another no symbol card in this holographic Jolteon that in PSA 10 has sold in auction for $3,175. It's not often a no symbol holo beats a first edition holo as far as PSA 10s go, but Jolteon did it here, folks. This is the number 3 most expensive card in Jungle Set. Coming in at number 2 most expensive, we are back to Snorlax in this first edition PSA 10 holographic, which has sold for $5,588.50. Now, it's interesting to note that this card at one point was selling for over $10,000. Now it's down to a little above $5,500, which is not a bad price for this card, but still, it's crazy to think this card was once a 5-figure card. Before we get to our numero uno most expensive jungle card, let's go over a few honorable mentions. We have this first edition Electrode Holo in PSA 10 that sold for $635. This first edition Mr. Mime Holo in PSA 10 sold for $960. The first edition Flareon Holo has sold for $1,025, while the first edition Nidoqueen Holo sold for $810, but the no symbol Nidoqueen Holo sold for a little bit more at $1,135 for a PSA 10. A first edition Pidgeot Holo, also a low pop card for this set, sold for $1,155. And the first edition Scyther Holo sold for a best offer accepted price of $1,200. And I wanted to throw in a couple of non-holo cards just for the heck of it. We have this first edition Eevee in PSA 10 that sold for $135, and the first edition Pikachu card from this set has sold for about $226. Both of those cards at one point were close to $1,000 for a PSA 10 copy, but like a lot of things in the Pokemon TCG, these two cards have dropped in value pretty significantly. And the number 1 most expensive jungle card sale that I could find was this first edition Vaporeon holographic that was listed for $9,900 but had a best offer accepted price of $8,500, making this card not only the most expensive evolution, but the most expensive card in this set, period. Thank you all for watching, folks. What do you think of the list? Are you a bigger fan of the jungle set or fossil set? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you again, folks. That's all I got for you today. I wanted to spit out a top 10 video, and there it is. Stay tuned for my next video coming out this weekend. I will see you all then.